Leveling up in Destiny 2 can be kind of confusing, so in this video I'm going to cover some tips on how to level more easily and more efficiently. The first thing to preface is that the level that I'm talking about does not include your artifact. This is only armor level, as the game does not factor in your artifact when leveling up, as far as getting higher level drops. With that out of the way, let's get into some of these helpful tips. The first thing to understand is that there's 3 categories to leveling. The first category is called the soft cap. This is 1750. The main tips in this category is simply just play the game. Pretty much anything that you do, any gear that you get as rewards or random drops on the ground will drop at a higher level than what you currently are. The main tip here to help you out later on in the next leveling category that we'll get to soon is do not do any of your pinnacle or powerful activities, as these are crucial to level up later. So save these until you hit 1750 soft cap. A quick note before we move into the next category, if you do the Lightfall campaign on legendary, by completing it you'll get a set of gear that's 1770. But this legendary mode is pretty hard, so if you're newer to the game and it's too difficult for you, that's fine if you own Lightfall to just do the normal mode. And just by playing through the campaign, when you get close to the end, you should be pretty close to 1750. A lot of new players are confused once they hit this level, as their leveling seems to slow down and they're not really sure why. The only way to get gear that drops higher than what you currently are once you hit 1750 is to do things that reward powerful or pinnacle rewards. These will be all these yellow circles that you'll see on the directory. The level we're trying to get to in this level bracket is 1800. When you're in this category, it's called a powerful grind, as you need powerful rewards to level up. Pinnacles will also level you up quite a bit, but as you approach 1800, you might want to save your pinnacles, as you'll need those to level up in the next bracket we'll talk about later. But if you just hit 1750, go ahead and do anything that says powerful or pinnacle. And one of the most helpful tools you can have is to use Destiny Items Manager. You can get this on desktop or even on mobile. Just sign in with your Bungie account. This is a great inventory manager, but as far as this video is concerned, use this as a tool for leveling. Just by clicking right here, you can see all of your armor and what pieces each level is at. But right here is one of the biggest tips I can give you. A lot of people will just knock out all of these challenges all at once. But there's only so many of these that you can do in a given week. There's actually a more efficient way about it. If you do a few of these challenges, you'll get a couple pieces that are quite higher than what you currently are at. You might actually go up a couple levels. Eventually you'll notice some of your pieces of armor are way lower than the rest. So when you have these pieces of armor that are negative, some ways that we can target those specific pieces without doing those powerfuls or pinnacles, any loot that just happens to drop off the ground can drop at your level. So something that I did as a Lightfall owner is I did these overrides on Neomuna, hoping to get pieces to drop from these final chests that I need. A quick note, if you don't already know, you can cheese the override second chest. So you can drive out of the area and back in after claiming the chest. You can do this a couple more times. So that's a lot of loot to get those negative pieces at level, hopefully leveling you up. Again, refer back to Destiny Items Manager to see what level you are, what pieces to target. So actually there's ways to target specific pieces if you're just needing 1 or 2. Go to the tower and any of the vendors like the Strike, Crucible, or Gambit. You can use engrams that you've earned by playing those activities to focus armor. This armor will be 3 below your current level, but that could be enough if you have enough pieces below to level you up without using a powerful pinnacle reward. Also, you can focus the armor and weapons at the helm with the seasonal engrams. And it's really important while you're playing any activity, if you ever get a prime engram, if you can, immediately go to the tower and to claim this. That way you take full advantage of that level, as it doesn't scale with you. So if you leave it in there and you keep playing and leveling up, you're basically making it worthless. So whenever you get them, make sure to claim them right away to take full advantage, and potentially it could level you up. But if all your armor is pretty similar level, and if getting at level gear really doesn't level you up, then go ahead and proceed and do a few powerful or pinnacles until you can rinse and repeat to go after and target those specific pieces that are negative to balance you back out. So long story short, do a few powerfuls or pinnacles to get those few pieces much higher than your current level. This might level you up 1 or 2 levels. You'll start having a few other pieces that are lagging behind. Do things like overrides to backfill those armor pieces. And if you want to target specific pieces, you can go to the vendors at the tower or the helm to claim those items. There's some more tips we'll get into in the next level bracket called the pinnacle bracket. The tips we'll get into then can also be helpful in the powerful grind, but I recommend, if you can, saving these tips I'm about to give you only for the pinnacle grind. Once you hit 1800, the only way then to get pieces of gear to drop higher than what you currently are is to do the pinnacle rewards. But this time it's going to be a much more tedious process, as the rewards will only be 2 levels higher than what you currently are, making it a slower process to level. And now the only way to get at level gear for those pieces that are lagging behind, you have to do the powerful rewards or the prime engrams, but also exotics will drop at level. So you could claim these from your battle pass or do things like legend lost sectors. So it's the same concept, do some pinnacle rewards, but then once you notice a few pieces are lagging behind, that if you got them to be your level, you would level up without doing a pinnacle reward, then do that by utilizing Destiny Items Manager. One of the best ways to target a few pieces that are lagging behind is to pull them from your battle pass, but also you can pull them from previous battle passes. On Bungie's site, you can go back one season, but if you have the Firefox extension called Season Pass, you're able to actually see every single season that's ever existed in Destiny 2 that's had a battle pass. Once the extension is installed, make sure you're on bungie.net and that you're logged into your Bungie account. Then you can click this extension icon right here. Then just click this to choose whatever season you would like. Then click here. It will load it up for that season that you have selected. You can go through and search all the seasons and find any pieces that you might not have claimed back then to then claim them now. And these will always drop at your level. Now, the biggest tip of all to level really is to level up 3 characters. And if you're still in the powerful grind below 1800, when Xur shows up on Friday, go on your highest level character, and then you can buy the exotic pieces for your other 2 characters to help speed up their leveling process. Also, if you do not know, the game does factor in your weapon level for all 3 characters, making your second and third character level up way faster than your first. Just utilize the tips I shared in this video to backfill those characters' armor, preserving your pinnacles and powerful rewards when you really need them. If you found this video helpful, drop a like. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And with that, thanks so much for watching and have a good rest of your day.